Okay, I've been playing quite a bit of the new Anomaly Anthology 2.0 release. It's still in beta, it's still rough around the edges. I don't think it's ready for me to cover it in an official review or video. I might publish some gameplay on the secondary channel, but that's pretty much it. My point is, I went through the whole installation process, patching it, fixing a lot of bugs and issues. I spent a lot of time on the Discord, so here's everything I learned so far with a quick install guide if you want to install it and try it by yourself, because it's a very promising and interesting mod. You will find all the latest links and mirrors to download in this channel, and there's some English troubleshootings and tips channel available too. And I will leave all the details and some extra links in the video description, so make sure to check it out. Okay, so after you're done downloading everything, you should have all these files. Anomaly, Anthology, the Anthology fix, the updated translation, the option.ltx files, and the new Anomaly launcher. So the first thing is that we're gonna extract the main three files. You don't need to extract the translation. We're gonna extract the main three files with 7-zip, please, directly in the folder. And while we're extracting everything, you're gonna go to your main drive. Technically, it's recommended to not install Anthology on the same drive as your operating system. I only have one drive on this laptop. I don't have this luxury, so I'm gonna do it anyway. But if you can, install everything on another SSD drive. So you're gonna go to the drive you want to install everything. We're gonna create a new folder that we're gonna call Anthology 2.0. I'm gonna give you all the names in the description. Just copy paste everything because it's better if all the names are exactly the same. And in this folder, we're gonna create another folder called Anthology and another folder called Anomaly 1.5.3 full. And now we just wait for everything to extract. When everything is extracted, the first thing we're gonna do is take all the contents of our Anomaly folder and we're gonna move them to the folder we just created. And let me delete the old folder so we can keep things clean. Here we go. Then we're gonna do the same thing with the Anthology file we just extracted. We're gonna move them to our Anthology folder. Okay, we're gonna leave the fix for now. What we're gonna do is we're gonna go to our Anomaly folder, we're gonna remove the launcher, and we're gonna replace it by the custom one we downloaded, and we're gonna launch Anomaly one time. Yes, run anyway, and here it's this button right here to launch the game. We can leave straight away, and simply launching Anomaly one time is gonna create this game data folder. You're gonna go inside it, into configs, you're gonna remove this options.ltx, and you're gonna replace it by the one we downloaded also. Now we're gonna go to our Anthology folder. We're gonna launch Mod Organizer. You can ignore this error, it's fine. Then you're gonna browse and you're gonna go pick the Anomaly folder we created in our Anthology 2.0 folder. Just click on the folder and go select. You do not go inside the folder. Now that we're here, you're gonna go to your launcher on the right. You're gonna go to Add as Executable. You're gonna give it any name you want. Let's just call him like Anomaly Launcher Good, it doesn't matter. You're gonna go pick it up in the drop list, and let's launch our game once, just to see if we've done this correctly so far. Okay, let's launch the game. Don't worry when you see this, you haven't been hacked. It's the Anomaly engine guys bullshit, it's fine. It can take a while to launch the first time, so don't worry. And here we go. Okay, everything's working. We did good so far. Let's leave and let's install the fix and the translation. So the first thing we're going to do to install the fix is in your filter here, you're going to look for weapon. The weapon-based anthology by Dennis 9x39, we're going to remove this. Remove mod. Okay. Then you're going to look for GFY here. The GFY anomaly by NestStandard. Same thing, you're going to remove this mod. You're going to quit Mod Organizer. We're going to go back to our two folders, and the content of the fix, so the mods and profiles, you're going to copy them to your anthology folder. You're going to replace the files when you're asked. Okay, perfect. I can delete my fix folder. We are done with this. We go back to the anthology folder. We launch Mod Organizer again. And here we should have 193 mods. Okay, if you have this number, you're good. So now the last thing is installing the translation. So you can go here. We're gonna go pick up our translation files, open, install. We're going to replace the files. Don't forget to turn on the translation, and you should have 194 mods with this. And then we can run the game. If for some reason your game is not in English when you start it, you go to the second to last option on the list. Then same thing, the second to last option on the list here, and you simply switch to English and you apply. The last thing you can do when everything is done is you can go to Shortcut and you can create a shortcut on your desktop. So you don't have to go to your folder and to Mod Organizer to launch the game. You can simply use this shortcut and it's going to launch automatically. Oh, and one last thing before we go. After installing the fix, the AO engine is not the default executable anymore. It comes back to the original modded executables. If you want to turn back on the AO engine, you do it here. Also, this is the audio prefetcher to avoid a bit of stuttering, so you should turn this on. And in the options, visuals, advanced, make sure that the anisotropic filtering and the aliasing are turned off because it's not necessary. SSS23 takes care of this. If in-game, when you hover over the item, you don't have this window, this pop-up coming out with all the details on the items, you're going to go to Mod Configuration menu, somewhat at the bottom to Tooltip Control, and you're going to make sure that you have these settings done. Also, the size of the stashes in this mod is very limited. I increased mine to 500 kilos so I can store a bit more items because by default it's 35 kilos, which is literally nothing. So to do it, you just do this. So you're quickly gonna go to your Anthology folder, then you're gonna go to mods, you're gonna go find HF High.Furniture, the first one, game data, configs, and this LTX right here. You're going to change the values. By default, it's 35 and 30, I think, something like this. Just put whatever number you have, and you can increase your stash size like this. And one last thing, by default, your game is going to save automatically every 5 minutes, which I find extremely annoying because it creates a big stutter, and if you're in the middle of a fight or something like this, it can get you killed, and it's just annoying in general. So you're going to go to Others, and the autosaves right here. By default, it's 5 minutes, just put 0 and apply. And that's it pretty much. Keep in mind that it's an early release, there's still gonna be a lot of updates, a lot of bug fixes, so this video is probably gonna be updated very quickly. Always refer to the Discord if you have any questions or issues. Okay, enjoy guys.